Hello! It is my first time making a video and it feels like forever. It's really only been a couple of weeks, but I've been having a little bit of a rough time with the weight loss journey. So I have decided that for today and for me to just kind of get back into making videos that I'm just going to do my workout on my TV over here and we're going to chat. But today we're going to be doing a Kaylee Cohen strength video because Kaylee is my absolute favorite for strength workouts. Today is an upper body day. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone. I'm trying to scroll to, I saved this. Okay, so 30-minute upper body superset strength training. So then I just cast it to my TV right here. I'm going to turn the volume like way down so then it's not distracting to our conversation. And if you're interested in doing the same workout, I'll definitely link it below. You can do it while you're listening to me if you want to, or you can do it later. Whatever you are thinking. Wow, that was loud. Okay. Another thing that I don't usually do is that I don't usually do nighttime workouts. The only reason that I'm doing a nighttime workout is that so that we can chat, because if I did this during the day, my kids would be all over me, and this will be a completely uninterrupted workout. I'm not used to doing that because usually by 8 o'clock I am counting down the moments that I can go to bed, because it feels a little pathetic going to bed at 8 p.m. honestly, but I'm so tired by 8 p.m. I finally got myself a multivitamin because I was like, I feel absolutely exhausted at about 2 in the afternoon. What's going on with me? And one of the things that I saw in my very minimal research, like maybe I should go to a doctor. I should definitely go to a doctor. I went to an eye doctor. I saw that vitamin D and iron can really make you feel a little tired if you're low in it. And vitamin D comes from the sun. I'm in Wisconsin, not much sun right now, just clouds and snow, although we had 2 days of very beautiful weather and we were outside quite a bit. It's crazy how when you're used to winter weather and suddenly a 40-degree day comes after a week of negative 40, how I felt that I could go outside in a tank top and just like soak in that sunshine. By the way, this is warm-ups. That's why I have my 5-pound weights right now. So we aren't trying to go as hard as possible. We're just trying to warm up our body here. So let's talk a little bit about, my struggle with my weight loss journey. I don't know if this is, maybe I should go like this. Hello. And I think February just is not my month. It was awful last year because I got sick. That was when I really fell off with working out. I hadn't touched my diet at that point at all. I was kind of eating mostly whatever I wanted, but was trying to keep in mind healthier options. Whereas this year you would think it would be better because I have, I believe, fixed my diet quite a bit since then anyways. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. I still have processed food in my diet. I fall off of my diet, I would say at least once a week. I fall off my diet technically. But for some reason, this February, instead of falling off like once a week, I fell off for a week. And then I would have one day where I did really good, and then I would completely fall off the next day. And I was eating so much processed food. I ate a Little Caesars pizza, like an entire pizza by myself, not in one sitting. It was in like 3 or 4 sittings throughout 2 days. So it was still pretty quick, but not as quick as when I was at my heaviest. When I was at my heaviest, I would sit and eat a whole pizza right then and there. Whew. So I had pizza. I had McDonald's multiple times this month, and you know what? It wasn't even good. Wasn't even worth it. I don't know why I continued to eat it, but I did. In general, our whole family was not eating very healthily. I would say on a good month, I'm like 75% eating good foods, good, healthy, mostly whole foods. And then the other 25% would be things that I indulge in a little more. Ice cream, pizza, but my homemade pizza, which is different than a Little Caesars pizza. Still not the absolute healthiest, but it's not technically processed because I made it. Well, I guess me making it is the process, but you get what I'm saying. It's probably quite a bit healthier than that Little Caesars pizza. Oh, we're back to shoulder press here. Okay. Woo! But anyways, this month, I would say it was complete opposite. 25% I was eating whole foods. I was continuing to eat the salads that I like, just not as much or as often as I used to. And then like 75% of it was more processed food. And maybe it wasn't a ton because I was like, I'm eating this super processed thing, whew, so that I'm not gonna have lunch, because the super processed thing was probably like 200 calories in one bite, and I had like 3 bites. So we're skipping lunch because I had some mozzarella sticks. You know, stuff like that happened quite often in February. And I would say today is like the first day that I've been able to get back to it. And I feel like after some reflection, part of it is that I started introducing those health foods that are more processed. I don't know if this is totally the reason that I completely fell off, but I bought those Built bars, those Built Puff bars, and I got obsessed with them. They are so good, and they have protein, so, oh, how am I gonna do this? She's got a bench. I'm just gonna kneel a little bit. So those Built bars are really good, but eating one made my sweet tooth go crazy. As soon as I eat one of those Built bars, I really wanted something else that was sweet, or I wanted to even it out with something salty. And so I've decided, even though Costco had a pretty good deal on them, I'm gonna calm down on the Built Puffs, but I'm gonna finish what I got because I bought them and they're expensive. But after that, I need to not. Also, those Drizzlicious things, they had those at Costco and they are delicious. And they're only 90 calories a pack. So I'm like, let's sit and have 3 of these packs because they're so low in calorie. But then I would pass by the cupboard and I'd be like, okay, another 90 calories, what does it matter? Let's go ahead, let's go for it. I need to distance myself from these healthy processed options and get back to the whole food options. Like, I was loving a yogurt bowl, and then I would add on some cereal to that yogurt bowl. So it was like having a processed food, but mostly a whole food situation, instead of having like the fake thing, like a Catalina Crunch. I've never had that, but that's the first thing that comes to mind when I'm thinking like fake cereal. Not that cereal's real. You get what I'm saying though. Instead of doing like the diet food version of it, I just have the real thing in moderation, pair it with some good whole foods like the yogurt, apples. I love carrots. I love my salads right now. I just need to calm down on the processed things a little bit more. All of that babbling to say, oh, my mom also made me a cheesecake, and I ate the entire thing in like 3 days. I had the last bits of that only a couple of days ago, so I'm still like freshly shamed about me eating all of that. I was eating whole foods, but I was mostly eating processed foods. Gotta bring it back. If you're new here, I am the type of person that likes to weigh myself every single day because I like to see the patterns. I like to understand how certain foods can affect my weight. My example is always, if I have salty popcorn the night before I weigh myself, that morning I wake up heavier. Sometimes it's just 1 pound. Sometimes it's like 2 to 5 pounds heavier because of the salt. That, whew, I gotta pause this and adjust the camera since I will be on the ground. That is just, it's nice for me to know this about myself. This is gonna be an awkward thing to film. Like I was saying, usually I weigh myself every single day. And because I knew I was eating so bad, I kind of just didn't want to know. So I have not weighed myself. Here, as long as I'm on my phone taking a little break, I can tell you the last time I weighed myself. Today is February 19th. It is the evening of February 19th. And the last time that I weighed myself was, see, I don't even know where my weigh-in app is because I haven't touched it in so long. February 10th, really? My concept of time is so off. That really wasn't that long ago, 9 days ago, so less than 2 weeks. I thought that I hadn't weighed myself at all in February, but here I was. I weighed myself a couple of times actually. The first week of February, I was weighing myself pretty often. And the last time I weighed myself, I was 167.8, and my lowest weight so far was January 30th, 165.2. So I was starting to gain weight and just decided to not weigh myself as I ate an entire cheesecake. So I still don't know what I weigh. I will probably weigh myself in the next vlog. I've just been too scared to do it. I might just focus on working out for now because I feel like this camera angle in editing is really gonna make me hate it. And I have no clue. I've not mastered any of the floor exercise angles. I feel like they're always really weird. I'm gonna take my time with chest press. I don't know what this next exercise that's coming up is gonna be, but I'm gonna take my time doing those, and then we will be back to chat when I'm standing again. We are back to chatting. Time for bicep curls. I'm already about halfway through this. It's crazy how fast things go when you just start babbling. I don't know if this is gonna be my most efficient workout ever, because honestly, usually I really struggle with these 20 pounds, but now that I have my brain distracted by talking, I'm wondering why it's so easy. Like, am I not getting as many reps in as I usually would? I'm usually very, very focused as I can be. Anyways, with 2 kids running around, but at least with 2 kids running around, I'm not constantly talking to them throughout the entire workout. It's usually like every couple of minutes I'll say something to them. So exercise, I have not really fallen off on exercise compared to like how much I fell off with my diet. My exercise has actually been going pretty good. Would I say I have maybe 1 extra rest day in there every once in a while? Yeah. But usually I take those rest days when either I'm just really busy that day, and when I'm really busy that day, I feel like I almost am still pretty active, just not in the traditional workout way, and more in the I have to go shopping and then I have to go visit family members and run around with kids, stuff like that. There have been very, very few, well, since I've had kids, there's been very, very few complete rest days where I'm just sitting on my bottom the entire day. It's just not possible for me to do. I was actually talking to my husband about this today, and it feels like as soon as I sit down, the kids make a giant mess, or somebody falls and gets hurt, or, you know, like something bad happens if I sit down. If I stay standing, there's almost just harmony. Not complete harmony. It's still, I have a real life with real children, but I feel like as soon as I sit down, there is chaos. So I don't sit down very often because, I don't know, does that make any sense? Especially to moms, babysitters, people that deal with children often. Ooh, I forgot I was supposed to be doing these next. So I've been doing 2 to 3 strength workouts a week. Maybe I fell off more with cardio because I kind of just was not feeling it as much. I still did the dance workouts, but that was maybe about once a week, whereas before I was doing it twice a week. Sometimes I would even double up on a strength day and do, oh, now they're feeling heavy, and do a dance workout as well. I hope it doesn't bug you guys that I'm not looking at you at all. I know I should be, but as soon as I start looking this way, I feel like I lose track Oh, I hate flies, any fly. I'm gonna try it with 15s. We'll see how that goes. Ugh. I hate these, I hate them so much. I wish I had 10s. I feel like maybe I could do these with 10s. 15's too much. Recently, I switched over to doing 2 arm workouts and 2 leg workouts a week. So 4 days a week doing strength training. And then if I miss a day, I turn either my arm or leg day that I missed into a full body day. So then I'm hitting upper and lower body twice a week. Oh gosh, I grabbed the wrong ones. Okay, this is the ones that I'm going with, I guess. It's fine, my arms are kind of tired anyways. Okay, I think I need a minute to just focus. Okay, she's saying this is the most challenging superset. Although she did say so far, so I'm a little nervous that there's something more difficult to come. I ruined it when I said that I was having too easy of a time. Now things are getting a little trickier. Okay, we're gonna be sitting down for this one. Let's go. Over here. What? Oh, that's the fly. She does it sitting, but there's a standing modification, which I will take because these are already really hard. I feel like seated would be harder. Okay. I swear I did these twice already. Is there a break? No. Wow. Whew. Okay. The next 2 exercises are on the floor. I think I need some time to really mentally focus on the exercise anyway, so I'll be back when these are done. Okay, we're getting close to the end here. About 4 more minutes left. So we're gonna be wrapping up here pretty soon, but I would like to know, how is your weight loss journey going? If you're on one, if you've ever been on a weight loss journey, if you're currently just like watching for motivation, whatever, just let me know. How is it going lately? Especially with us being really into the new year now. By the time you watch this, it'll probably be the end of February or beginning of March. So that's like, March is the 3rd month. That's crazy. And I feel like our New Year's resolutions might be getting pushed aside a bit, as they did for me in February. Triceps are hard for me. Whoa, I feel like in January, my resolutions were going great. Even my like little side quests, like doing art every day, was going great. Not so much in February, even with the art. What have I been doing this month? That is just, I can't even tell you. I have no clue what I've been doing. That has really been distracting me, but that's how my February went. How's your new year going? And what were your goals? Oh my gosh, I can't do this anymore. My arms are tired. Those exercises that I did on the floor, they killed me. I think I'm gonna have to go down to 15. That's better. Woo. I also wanted to talk about my compilation series. Now I know I've probably mentioned this in the past couple of vlogs, but I cannot help it because I worked so hard on my compilation series of my weight loss journey. My arms hurt so bad. I worked so hard on it, so I want to know, what do we think about it? Was it a good idea? Was it possibly just too long? Because I know most of them were over an hour long, and I know that's a lot to ask from somebody, for you to watch me for 5 hours straight, probably 6 hours altogether. That's a lot. But I felt like there was just so much that was important to show in my weight loss journey, especially all of the times that I failed. I would say throughout my journey that I have failed almost more than I've had success. And maybe that's why it's taking so long to lose all of this weight. But I honestly don't feel like I would do it any other way, because I feel like I've learned so much about how my body specifically works with different weight loss methods. And what works for one person doesn't always work for another. Like, I could not be the type of person that eats these super aesthetic dishes all the time, because I am a picky eater and I don't want to hate food. I want to eat food that I like. And if that means I'm having taco bowls every single day for a month straight, that's what that means. And this is not going well, these flies, but that was it. I feel like I completely butchered my outro. I went on to a whole tangent trying to be inspirational and tell you it's never too late to get back into it. But in the process of me talking about this, I realized that I'm still kind of having a hard time getting back into it. So it's not as simple as a switch. It really isn't. Just get back into it when you can. Do as much as you can. I constantly tell myself something is better than nothing. If I only had a healthy snack today, maybe it was better than me eating another piece of cheesecake, you know, stuff like that. Thank you for joining me on this workout chat. Let me know if you enjoyed this format of video. Maybe I'll do it every once in a while, and I will see you next time. Bye!